A couple of years ago, you and Tyler had made some comments about you that you had a problem with.
Everybody has a right to say whatever they want, you know. I'm just much more of a respectful person, so that's just me.
I mean, do you feel that with the current, social media age that we're in, that there's just a lot less respect in general?
Probably, yeah. I think if people had to say a whole lot more in someone's face, it probably would be a whole lot less. You know? And you save your words for things that matter. But because people get on social media, they're kind of free to say whatever. And so be it. Hopefully, it just so happens that the social media game comes along at a time in my life where I'm just older, more mature. I can think before answering or responding to somebody's craziness. Whereas for the younger generation of celebrity, it becomes really tough for them to deal with. I've heard celebrities not wanting to do their craft because someone disrespected them to the degree that made them feel unworthy, which is really, it's really sad that someone could be affected in that way by social media. So those are the ones I feel for. I'll be all right. Shit, people done talked about me since Kingdom Come, so I'm cool.
In this age, if you get emotional, your opinion is amplified to, potentially millions of people. It's not just, calling someone up on the phone and cussing them out or whatever else, or talking about them to your friends. This is sort of a different effect where you kind of, you have someone who's emotional and you also have the level of public embarrassment, which you just never had before. Before you'd have to go on TV to kind of get a, if you want to diss somebody, essentially.
Yeah, that's an interesting way of looking at it. You're right, because I think at a certain point a celebrity was untouchable. And you certainly couldn't get on, what was a timeline? You couldn't get on a timeline and just act up and say something that was, the opposite view of the celebrity in question. Yeah, so it's very different.
Well, I mean, you had to do a diss song back in the day, essentially. If you wanted to get at somebody, you had to do like The Bridge Is Over. You had to do something. You had to do a hit 'em up. You couldn't just hop on Twitter and just let loose a bunch of personal shit about
Right,
something.
right. Well, you didn't hop on Twitter, but there were some cases where people hopped on stages. Or somebody's face was
true.
met
The
with
KRS-One,
a
TM Don
punch.
situation. I remember that.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of amongst a few.